Today I built a furnace room and enchantment room. Recently I started working my way to draining the ocean monument. I started with placing a bunch of glass around the monument, but a lot of glass means a lot of sand to smelt. So I would need a designated furnace room for that, and this just won't do. So today I built one. I also built a super smelter right inside of there, so to find out how it works and how you can make your own, then be sure to stick around. I also wanted to build an enchanting room right next to the furnace room, so that's what I did. How did they turn out? Let's find out. Good day everyone, my name is AG and welcome to episode 8 of my Minecraft Let's Play series, Minecraft Striving for Success. The first thing I did when starting this episode was feed Chris the cow and place some glass around the ocean monument. The reason why is because starting today, at the beginning of each episode, I'm going to show you guys a 10 to 15 second clip of me getting some progress done for the ocean monument project. I'm only going to be getting some progress done during a live stream, so if you guys want to catch me live someday, the Twitch link is in the description below. But anyways, what I did on this first stream is I mined some sand, smelted it, and placed it around the ocean monument. What I did afterwards, you're about to see right now. And there we go, just like that, I placed nearly half of the glass that we will need around the ocean monument. So assuming you've seen the intro by now, the plan is pretty simple. We are going to be upgrading our furnace room, because the current furnace room was actually supposed to be here, like all the furnaces were supposed to be on top of the roof. However, now I realize that there's barely any room for all of these furnaces, so I'm going to make a designated room to keep more furnaces than the ones I have right now, so I can first of all make glass smelting a lot more easier, and also smelting other things that I will need to smelt a lot more easier. I have a design for it ready. I also have a little auto smelter farm ready for it as well that I'm going to be putting inside of the room, and it's going to be awesome. My plan is for it to be underground, but I'm also going to have to go to the nether so I can actually get the resources for the room, because I'm going to need some stuff like basalt, blackstone, and lava. And then after the furnace room is done, I also want to build a designated area where I'm going to be enchanting all of my stuff. I also have a design for that, but until then, let's first focus on the furnace room. However, a thing that could come pretty useful is a shulker box or two, so we can actually store all of our stuff in. Because if I want this furnace room to meet my expectations, I'm gonna need a hefty amount of resources. Hello, Mr. Strider, how are you doing? So thankfully, right next to the portal, there's actually a basalt biome, so we could just use this to our advantage. It has all the lava that we were gonna need. We also have all the basalt that we're gonna need, and the blackstone. So let's get to mining, shall we? I just realized that I forgot my buckets for the lava. Alright guys, I'm back from the nether. I actually got all of the resources I'm going to need to redecorate the smelting room. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to smelt down all of this iron that I have in order for me to craft enough hoppers for the auto smelter. However, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm going to have to go to the mine so I can get a little bit more coal because I'm starting to run out. I'm also going to need a bunch of coal so I can smelt down the sand so I can turn it into glass and use it for the ocean monument. But I'm also going to need coal in general so I can actually smelt down the iron and just use the auto smelter in general. So I guess without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and fly out, and we're going to be looking for some coal. Alright guys, I'm back after an hour or so of mining later. I ended up with a stack of coal blocks, but I also ended up with 6 stacks of iron, and I needed the iron so I can craft a bunch of hoppers, because I'm definitely going to need those hoppers for the super smelter. So I think the next thing I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to plan like where I'm going to build the furnace room. I'm thinking probably here where I mine down a bunch of cobblestone. I mean, I have a lot of room actually, so I might as well use this as a head start. Why not? What I did afterwards was I mined out the room just a bit more so I would have a lot more space to work with whilst working on the super smelter. This took me around 15 minutes. Then afterwards I started planning where I was going to place which block, where the hoppers and furnaces will go, the double chests, and etc. Then the next thing I knew, I've already started building the furnace room. Holy shit, that rhymed. I went for a little blackstone design, hence why I gathered a bunch of it at the beginning of the episode, and it's still far from done, for I still need to redecorate it and make it so I don't have to get in tight spaces to be able to use it, but for the most part, it was completed, tested, and working. Alright guys, so now the furnace room is mostly done. I'm still going to be like polishing a few things, like adding some missing blocks that I can't really be bothered to go to the nether and get right now. But it's mostly done. Right now we're going to be doing a test run just to make sure it works. So the way it's supposed to work is basically I hooked up a couple of hoppers up here, and these shulker boxes had a bunch of sand that like each of them had a stack each. And then those items got funneled through in the hopper, and those items in the hopper got funneled through the chest, and those items in the chest got flowed into the minecart with a hopper. Then this is a little bit scuffed, I know, but then you have to jump here, and this is where you place your fuels. So for now, let's just do half a stack of coal on each of them. And as you can see, for a slight second, yeah, look at that, all the coal is now loaded into this minecart with a chest. If I can please reach so I can show you guys. There we go. And now all we have to do is flick this lever. It's gonna travel twice. I'm gonna need to place another redstone block somewhere so it travels a little bit faster, but it's basically gonna travel everywhere. It's gonna evenly place all of the sand and all of the coal, and the same is gonna go for this side. We're gonna do it another 3 times as well, just like we did on the other side. And then you will notice that once this glass is smelted, it disappears. That's because there's hoppers underneath these furnaces, and it all funnels through inside of this chest where all the glass ends up in. From the looks of things, it works. So we're mostly going to be spending our time in this room just smelting away all of our glass and other things that we might need. But all that matters right now is the fact that it works, so that's good. So now the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be building the enchantment room, which is going to be right opposite the furnace room on the right side of this tunnel. In the middle, I'm going to be putting some collectibles, and I'm also going to be placing my nether portal there too. Either that or I'm just going to use it for a storage area, because I'm definitely going to need a lot more storage than what I have right now. And we're going to be living here a pretty long time. I'd say around half a year, depending on how long it takes me to get a full netherite beacon. But until then, we're gonna need a bunch of other necessities like a storage room, a brewing station. But that's all gonna come as we keep playing the game. But for now, guys, this is gonna be the next day for me, but 2 seconds for you. I'm gonna be streaming this again, but instead of draining the monument, or working on draining the monument, we're actually gonna be working on the enchantment room. And I thought, let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone, since tomorrow's a Friday and I actually stream at that day. Let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and let's stream me building the enchantment room. So see you guys then. The next day, I went live and started getting ready to build the enchantment room. First, I showed the chat the furnace room and how it works. Then I pulled up a reference for what I want the enchantment room to somewhat look like. And then I got straight to mining. I mined out a 16 by 16 by 4 chunk, which took me around 45 minutes. Then I got right to work by building the walls and planning where what was gonna go. The first thing I built was a walk-in aquarium. I mined out a small area, placed some glass down, filled it with water, grabbed decoration blocks, placed them, and caught tropical fish to put in the aquarium. I was also low on iron and coal, so I went to go and get some and got too cocky whilst flying around with an elytra and hit a wall of stone head first and died, which then resulted to me making a copy of the world, going into spectator, looking for where I died, memorizing the coordinates, going back to my original survival world, and then running to the coordinates that I memorized. Luckily, nothing despawned. I also picked up some deep slate to make the floor of the room. Afterwards, I placed the enchantment table, built a small smithing area, a storage area to keep all the books in, and right in the middle, I decided to store all of my lapis lazuli blocks. And then it was done. And there you go, guys. There's the enchantment room. Now, how about I take you guys on a little tour throughout this entire room? So over here is the main part, obviously. We have the enchantment table and all the bookshelves around it. And we also have some flower pots with bamboo and a jungle sapling. Over here in the middle, we have a whole stash of lapis lazuli where we could just mine it, turn it into lapis, and then get to enchanting. And any remaining lapis lazuli that is less than 9 can be stored in these item frames. And then over here, we have the blacksmith section. We have a grindstone, an anvil, and a smithing table. And we also have a crafting table in the floor because I had no other place to put it in. Over here in the back, we have 12 sets of chests where we're going to be storing all of our books in. And over here, this is the part that took the longest, we have a walk-in aquarium. You can see all the kelp, all the coral blocks, all the coral reefs, and of course the tropical fish. Oh, and of course the puffer fish. I probably plan on putting more of these fish in there, but for now, I think this will do. And there we go, that does it. Now, I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the video, I told you guys that this is going to be where the nether portal is going to be. But I ended up changing my mind. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go deeper one day so I can add more rooms like a storage area, a brewing area, a tunnel all the way to the end portal room, and etc. The current location of the nether portal just has such a good spawn and I don't want to ruin it, so I'll probably add some decorations around the nether portal right here just to make it look a little bit more prettier. But until then, we have the enchantment room and the furnace room. Someday in the future, we'll start building down a little bit more so we can build a storage area and a brewing area, and then go down a little bit more so we can build other stuff. But for now, these 2 rooms are now done. And now, of course, I told you guys at the end of the episode I would reveal who actually got on the fan board, so let's go over there and let's see who won. So today's winners are Ryoku05, The Forgotten Nyx, Orlavi, and Brightly. And once again, guys, if you actually want to have a chance at getting at the fan board, then just show some support, whether it's on the YouTube channel, whether it's on one of my streams, whether it's in the Discord server. Just show support, show that you guys appreciate this channel, and who knows, maybe you'll get lucky one day and actually end up on this fan board. But anyways, guys, that does it for episode 8 of Minecraft Striving for Success, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then be sure to show it by leaving a like and commenting on the video, and if you're new around here, why not subscribe and turn on the post notifications bell so you can be notified whenever I make new videos just like these ones right here, and also so you can be notified whenever I make episode 9. This is a small channel, and anything will be very much appreciative. I want to get this video along with other videos put up on this channel out to a lot of you guys, and the only way for me to do that is to boost the algorithm, and you guys can be a huge help for that for just taking 5 seconds of your time to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel when you can always change your mind in the future. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Take care, lots of love. I've been AG, and I am signing off.